What up, my freaks? Ruinous Insight here with part 20 of my Total Warhammer II modded Deathmaster Snikch campaign. So as we saw last time, we have taken Barrack Var, one of the most important things for Snikch's factions, because it is an easy access to a port. Now, I did go into diplomacy between the episodes and engaged in a massive amount of trade. We've gone from minus, I don't remember what exactly it was, minus 1,500 or something like that, to plus 3,300. Massive increase, and I am really quite glad of it. We definitely needed that because it was getting kind of dangerous, not gonna lie. It was getting kind of dangerous, so let's get rid of you. Let's see. Now, what we need to do is hold on to Barrack Var at basically any and all costs. We cannot afford to lose the damn thing. Now, I know that I've made an announcement with regards to the upcoming updates to the game. So we are going to try to go for a short campaign victory on pretty much all currently running SFO campaigns, because they will break eventually and they won't be compatible with the newer updates. But the short campaign victory is still going to take a while. We do need to get rid of Black Crag, which is just that fight alone is probably going to take a while. The orcs have burrowed all the way up here. And we also have to get rid of the last defenders, which shouldn't be too much of a problem, of course, but Queek is going to need to buff up his army to do that, because that'll be his job. Queek will take care of the last defenders as well, hopefully these guys. Will you guys peace out with us yet? No, not yet. Don't actually want you guys to be fighting us, Khalid. I have no interest in killing you, but whatever. Whatever, we'll deal with it when we deal with it. Now, since we are getting a lot of trade, we will have to start upgrading our all of these damn buildings that I've been neglecting. We really need to make cash. In fact, let's see, do we have a shadowy dealing available that'll get us a lot of cash right now? We don't have any clan contracts, unfortunately. We do have a Night Lord say-so ready, so we will be able to use that soon. We have a food raid here, not a big deal. Not even worth it. Oh, we only have one available scheme anyway. I suppose we could use this and then pop in stash rations. We have a small heist coming up. Where's a big heist? 6 turns, alright. Alright, can't wait for that big heist, I suppose. No supposing about it now. Well, let's upgrade the food building here. That's pretty much necessary. I think Black Crag can hold itself. It can hold itself. There's no need to upgrade this right now. I don't remember why I was building this here. Oh, right, we want all these mortars and the Jezzails and all these other weapons teams. All the glorious stuff. Now, speaking of weapons teams, I forgot to mention one thing. So while I was looking for trades, I saw this. Mr. Ikit Claw is willing to confederate. Now, I don't know what the hell this is going to do to our money. I'm pretty sure we can support one more army after we get Skaven BLIGHT, because it should be making a quite decent amount of cash, but I don't know if we can support much more than that. So, Ikit, we are definitely going to try to get you to confederate. We need Skaven BLIGHT. We need to start heading towards our primary goals here. How much money will you give us? Wow, you're going to give us all your money. Very nice, Ikit. Very nice. Very nice. Huh. I wonder, wait. If I could, instead of going to Confederation... Oh, yeah. Just do it. There we are. He has 3 armies, 2 of which I suppose... Oh, he has 4 armies, there's no one here. 3 of which are about to be destroyed. By destroyed, I mean gotten rid of. Now just Clan Rictus remains, and they are allied with Nagaron, and they've actually done pretty well for themselves up here, so this will be some nice free stuff when we inevitably confederate with them. Now, I believe a confederation with the Skaven, yeah, we'll deal with this in a sec. A confederation with these Skaven is going to be problematic because... public order, Skaven corruption increases, the public order is decreased by maximum of -5, will provided blah 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 blah. That's a general Skaven stuff. Under Empire expanded, no. I'm looking for a Confederation debuff. -4 public order everywhere, diplomatic relations -50 with Skaven. That's not horrible. That's not horrible. Province secured, Skaven BLIGHT and Western Border Princes. As long as these guys don't suddenly turn on us, we'll be good. Oh, they don't have walls in Myrmidon? So come on, guys. You're better than this. I mean, you're not, but you should be. You absolutely should be. Zvorak at least has walls. I don't know why the hell it has an Overseer's Lookout in here, though. This is not proper building here, but you're going to keep it, I suppose. We definitely don't need this breeding pit here. We could replace it with something else, but in the meantime, I don't think we're going to touch anything there. I think we need to make... Oh, wow, you have 2 Tomb Flayers. Nice weapons teams, nice weapons teams. What are you? Oh, you're our engineer. We need to take Miragliano away from Sartosa as well. That's probably going to be Ikit's job, and Ikit does seem to have quite a few of these engineers. We could also go for Magritta. We do have Tobaro over here. The public order is at 0. We should probably start building up walls as it is on the edge here. This is a cheap port as well. Might as well get that. We don't need this here, that's for sure. Now, what is the Sea Corps? That would mean a fight, so no. Where is Ikit? Oh, Ikit. Oh, don't tell me Ikit's wounded. He's the only one I wanted out of this. Recruit Lord, and he is indeed wounded for 1 turn, though. He'll be back. He'll be back. What we need to do is consolidate these armies. Keep the good stuff. Oh, wow, you have a bunch of assassins. Let me guess, they're all trash. You have strong legs, and you are kitted out to be a fighter. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not paying for this. So you are about to be disbanded. Oh, damn. There's going to be some administrative stuff here, clearly. Clearly, while I will keep all the Warlock Engineers, most likely, I'm not going to be doing that. You should not be a fighter, period. Unless you are an assassin, no. No, thank you. No, thank you. We can make better assassins than you guys.
This way.
No offense. You're perceptive, you have an Ashen Apprentice and a Scavenger, and you are kitted out a little bit more towards Assault Garrison and stuff, but once again, I think you suffer from the same issue. You cost us too much money, and you're just plain not worth it. You are just plain not worth it, fellas, so we're gonna get rid of you as well.
Move tails!
Move tails, yes. Disband 1, and disband 2. Oh, these guys aren't even really that expensive, but yes, I do wish to disband you. I very, very much do. Now, we probably will need at least one of these engineers in Ikit's army. Campaign movement range -10. You have an engineering student and a man-thing slave. And you have Scorch, augmented weapon, warp rockets. You're pretty good. Minus the fact that you have boost income, everything else is probably just fine. Man, we really need to get more Warlock engineers. We really need to get more Warlock engineers. I think you're going to join Ikit's army. And let's see, you. Now, what do you have? You are confident. Upkeep -4 for Lords and Heroes, all units in army. No, thank you. Never. Never, ever, ever. And you, what do you have? You have another Warlock engineer in this army who has Scorch, Death Frenzy maxed out. Oh, that seems a little bit much. I feel like the level 1 would have been fine here. On the other hand, this does add increased effect. You know what, it's fine. Warp Lightning, you're going to get so much more value out of just spamming Warp Lightning over and over again. Anyway, what I want is probably a couple of... Dude, we get a freaking Doom Engineer? What is this? Ratmech, and we got a Doom Engineer. Oh my. Oh my. How much do you cost? 700, though. You can establish a Warlock... What the hell is that? Establish Warlock Laboratory. Establish an Undercity beneath the target settlement and instantly create a laboratory building. Oh, well, that's swell. You're going to Lothern. You're going straight to Lothern, buddy. And you are going to join... Wait, how do we do this? What's the best way to do this? You trade a bunch of your units, or at least your good units, to this... Wait. I have to figure out which lord is better. You, my friend, have Filthy. I like that. And you have Witchfinder General for defeating the Fey Enchantress. That's pretty damn nice. Not gonna lie. What about you, my friend? Science Surge. I like your name, but you're only perceptive. That's a little bit weak. That's a little bit weak. You do have Infiltrator for Gutter Runners and Respected and Feared. That's a decent use of your points. And what do you have, my friend? You are a wizard. Yeah, thank you. You're Gracier of Ruin, and you have Howling Warp. Oh, useless. Why does the AI keep getting Infiltrator? I mean, we're going to replace you with a Claw anyway, so it doesn't really matter all that much now that I think about it. So you, trade everything here to Mr. Compule, and then we'll get rid of Mr. Science Surge. We need to fix our income. How much is money is Skaven Blight making? Pretty decent, pretty decent. Let's upgrade you to straight tax rate. Now, what do you have? You straight up have this tax rate plus 13% faction-wide. Thank you, game. Oh, thank you, game. Oh, man. What do you have here? And what can we get rid of? Now, you don't need walls, because you're Skaven Blight. And let's see, you do have the Warpstone Tractor Beam here, recruit rank +1, research rate, yeah, that's nice. What else can be built? You didn't build the Shattered Tower? What the hell? +2 public order faction-wide. I guess that is ludicrously expensive. Well then. And we do need to get the Dread 13, or the Clan War Council here as well. We need those everywhere. We need to start just straight up building these freaking everywhere. Alright, so the question is, what do we get rid of out of Skaven Blight? I think we definitely need to get rid of this breeding pit because it offers nothing. And we could probably get rid of the scrap heap as well. Although we just should keep an eye... Oh, wait, we have to keep an eye on our money. You know what? Keep those for now just to make money. Actually, no, get rid of the breeding pit, replace it with a food building. And we'll get rid of this, replace it with the Shattered Tower. We'll replace it with a Shattered Tower, and then we'll replace something else with the Clan War Council right after that. Okay, well, this is really going to help us out in terms of... what the hell? Why do we... Oh, right, I sent you here. How long until we can establish our City? 8 turns, okay. I guess you could steal tech. Just try not to die, buddy. Oh, these guys kind of like us. Am I trading with you? I don't even remember. You know what? Don't piss them off. Don't piss them off. Go piss off... Who do you want to piss off? I don't care for Blackstone Post. In fact, I was going to trade with the Empire. If we get, let's say, trade agreement with you, a low chance of success. But what if we say we'll join war against the Barrow Legion? Then you're moderate. Oh wow, we don't gain a lot out of this. You know what? Screw it. Screw it. We don't get enough out of the trade value there. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. You just stay here, start stealing tech from these guys. Oh, man. Honestly, I did not expect this episode to be as administrative, but obviously this is a pretty momentous occasion, getting Skaven Blight like this. And you are going to join this army. I guess we will get rid of... we'll keep the weapons teams. I think this Gutter Runner Slinger is probably useless in this army. And honestly, I think we should get rid of this Death Runner unit. It's a great unit, don't get me wrong, but it's not worth the cash right now. We need to upgrade our Empire. This is the time to start growing everything. The Empire will grow. We'll get Ikit in here instead of this Greyseer of Ruin, along with his 2 Warlock Engineers. Those 3 together, then we'll get, let's say, 5 or 6 Rattling Guns and a bunch of Slaves, and then just start annihilating the Undead here. I don't think they have a prayer with regards to that sort of army. You, my friend Ono, are... Wait, what are we at in terms of Warlock Engineers? How many out of how many? We are 5 out of 5, alright. That's 1, 2, 3, 4... Where's the 5th one? Wait, where's the 5th one? What the hell are you talking about, game? We have 2 in here. We have 1 out here and 1 out there. That's 4. Damn it. Damn it. Who else is a Warlock Engineer? Let's see, Scrot, that's not a Warlock Engineer. Nurglost, you got wounded. Silent Sniven, who the hell are you? No, you're yeah. Triven of Mordheim. I did not see you there, Mr. Triven. You're an Eshin Sorcerer, and we have Rel, another Assassin here. You are another Fighting Assassin. You are Cunning. I mean, you're actually a pretty decent Fighting Assassin now that I look at you. Not the worst kind. You know what? Maybe we'll actually bother putting you in an army. I'll think about it. And what about you, Mr. Eshin Sorcerer? You are tough. You lose speed, but you are tougher than your friends. You have... You're probably not worth it, to be honest. That's the thing. Not right now. Well, let's not pay for you. I'm tempted to get rid of Mr. Rel as well, but he is level 13, and I'd rather him be in Ikit's army. Now, we need you to get these Doom players in Ikit's army, and I think we should get rid of these Eshin Triads as well. We could always build more later. You do have another Rattling Gun for Ikit. I'm tempted to put you in Myrmidons as well, especially since it can't defend itself right now. But you can't move right now anyway. Let's just pray that these guys don't declare war on us.
Are you after a drink?
We could go for a non-aggression pact with them. Oh yeah, okay, you guys attack the orcs, attack whatever. Don't attack us, please, for the love of everything, Bjornling. This guy's level 38. Ikit could probably hold us, but not you, friendo. Not you. Alright, so that's looking pretty good to me. Let's see what else we need to do. Man, there is a lot to administer now. Our empire is just suddenly huge. Like, what the hell? I thought we weren't very far into this, but suddenly we've grown quite powerful. We have Ikit and we have Queek on our team. Clan Moors, Clan Molder, and Clan Scryer, all 4 of the major clans have been absorbed into Clan Eshin already. We're at turn 83. Freaking hell, Skaven. Alright, but I think, you know what? There's probably some more administering to do. but I'm going to do it between episodes. I'm going to do it between episodes because I want to attack this. And, oh. Oh, damn, now we have to think about this. We have to think about whether we want to attack you now while you're in march stance, or whether we want to wait for some actual stuff to be built. Because the walls here are full strength. But the thing is, if we don't attack right now, these guys are going to sally out. I guarantee they're going to sally out, and we're actually going to be worse on the field, I think. I think we're going to be worse on the field, so we have to attack, don't we? We have to attack. Alright, fine. Let's upgrade the Menace below to, let's say, 6 uses. I know, it's a lot. But I think we'll need it. Let's do this frickin' thing. Alrighty, let's see what we have here. A massive orc bastion with a ton of units inside. They are fortunately in march stance, and we have a ton of units ourselves. Over 6,000 Skaven versus, what, 4,500 orcs or something like that. This is what horde fights are made of, I suppose. All we need is a third faction of undead with a billion zombies or so. Look at all these filthy orcs. Filthy, filthy greenskins. And I'm loving this under cavern here fight type of deal in these former dwarven holes. Very nice. I'm surprised all of this hasn't been taken down, honestly. There seems to be a lot of relatively intact dwarf buildings. Come on, orcs. You can dismantle those for more gear. Look at all these gears. That's metal. Melt it down. Build something crazy out of it. Anyway, so this is going to take a little bit of a while. I decided to do this into a cinematic battle because it is a big ol' systematic siege. Now, what the first thing that I did was to get our Eshin Sorcerer, wherever the hell he is now, to start marching over here. Oh, he's right there. I used all the invisibility stuff just to start doing this. This was absolutely necessary. I mean, if these guys were going to bunch up behind the walls like that, the Skaven would absolutely take advantage of that. Get a few of those black whirlwinds in there. Of course, they don't hurt the orc boys very much, but they do annihilate the poor gobos. This nasty Skulkers units immediately got wrecked. These guys all dropped to I don't know, by maybe 25% HP, so it's pretty decent. Now, we have waited for our massive army of Skaven to arrive. We have a ton of Skaven slaves on the left over here, plus we have our specialist squads right in front of them. Here we have our Eshin Triads, 2 units of Eshin Triads, as well as the unit of Death Runners who have perfect vigor and can go up walls. They're going to go around and start going up this part of the wall, just when the enemy can't see. In the meantime, we have our Plague Claw catapults. They're going to systematically destroy all the enemy towers, and nothing really is going to happen other than that. The Skaven would obviously use their siege equipment to their advantage, so we are going to wait until this happens. That's why I sped it up. Not much to see other than these things being attacked, of course. Huh, wait, if we're watching the replay and we click on this, can we look at the camera view of it? No, we can't, damn. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Of course, in the meantime, our caster is going to keep casting. Go figure. And getting as many black whirlwinds in and all this. To be honest, I probably should have targeted the catapults at this, but maybe they would have probably hit all this. If we had mortars, this would have been disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. But hey, the towers needed to go down so that the Skaven slave slingers and then the Skaven slaves could follow and approach. And this is going to take another few seconds. I really wish we could speed it up even more. In fact, while we're waiting, while the Plague Claw catapults are annihilating all the enemy towers, I'd just like to remind you guys that this is the 20th episode and therefore a 5th episode in the series, which is where I annoy myself and everybody else. Whoa, what the hell is under there? Ha! Never seen that. Never go under a map. Weird little lava spots there, huh? Huh. Interesting. Oh, it's so that it's... Oh, they're like, that's interesting. I like that they made it like that instead of a static texture like they used to make water and stuff. Instead, it's apparently like an actual moving lava blob. It probably is a texture, but it's still cooler looking. It's still cooler looking. Anyway, how are you guys doing? And yeah, blah blah blah, likes and comments, important, channel, let's play, episodes up sooner. Yeah, you know the deal. You know the deal. Keep annihilating these Orky towers. I imagine that these type of catapults aren't actually very adept at destroying towers. It would be much better if we had Warp Lightning to actually take these down. These things are probably much better off at destroying units, but there we are. There we are. 2 towers remain, and then we're going to have to get in on this. Of course, we are getting more of these Black Whirlwinds cast on these guys. We don't even have to overcast when using it on the Savage Orc Boar Boy Biggins, because these are Savage Orc Boar Boy Biggins. They don't have very much armor, so we don't need to worry about overcasting for more armor piercing. And there we are. And this has been sped up to max the entire time, although it doesn't seem to be moving that fast, of course. But that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. It is a siege, after all. Not every siege is an immediate storm of the walls. You shouldn't expect that. As this is what I keep telling myself as I wait for the catapults to get it going. I mean, these orcs are probably real pissed that they can't get into a good scrap, but, you know. It's coming, orcs. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. It ain't gonna end well for you, I can tell you that right now. And how close are these towers to dropping? 88%, and there we go. Both towers have indeed now dropped. You are just about done, and we should start seeing units move in very, very soon. Of course, oh, we're going to have to wait until you guys run out of ammunition. There's a fair few amount of kills that you're still going to get by obliterating these poor boar boys. I mean, once again, if they're going to sit here, we might as well take advantage of this. Skaven are Skaven, after all. I don't feel bad about fighting any kind of sneaky way at all. There we go. You guys keep killing those boar boys. I really wish that you could speed it up to 8 times, but whatever. 4 orcs. 4 orcs. How are we? How are we looking here? Actually, it's almost like non-sped up moves more, well, it's definitely smoother animated, but it doesn't seem like it's that much slower. At least not to me. Oh, and there goes their catapults, of course. Or whatever the hell those were. Wait, those aren't their catapults. I don't know what these are. I think this is just decoration on the ground. They don't look like Doom Divers, do they? Were these Doom Divers? Oh, maybe these were their Doom Divers. I don't remember what I had targeted at this point. Probably just targeting the blob in general, or maybe Doom Divers if they had them. There we go, and we're just about out of ammo, or at least getting there. Of course, in the meantime, we should start getting units moving up. Let's speed it up once again real quick. Just until actual units start moving. These guys are gonna get decimated. Yeah, poor freaking boar boys. This was not ideal for you. I mean, they have a huge cab force that they don't do anything with. Obviously, if I was on their side, I would have used these guys as a sally force. Just sally them out, let them do as much damage as we can. Even if they all die, they probably could have destroyed the catapults, and a good number of Skaven slaves would have routed just by virtue of being this close to the edge. Of course, they can't actually see the fact that we have these Night Runners and Gutter Runners, as they are all invisible. You guys are just about out of ammo now, and there we are. We have begun moving, and of course the Warp Grinders are going to start hitting up this wall. We do have Snikch and Liv, our 2 shadowy assassin masters here. And on this side, we do have our Death Squad moving in, ready to take these walls with their perfect vigor. Of course, they don't lose vigor as they climb. Systematic siege continues, and we should start getting a giant pile of Skaven slave slingers moving in any second now, if I'm recalling this correctly. I mean, what else would I do after these guys run out of ammo, right? A few more shots in there, and come on. The orcs are finally ready to get into the fight. Alright, you guys are going to start moving back. And how are the Warp Grinders? Well, they're slowly moving up. Slowly moving up. Skaven slaves, they are coming. There we go. So, we do have a giant pile of Skaven slave slingers right here, moving in to basically straight line across so that the enemy archers fire at them. Meanwhile, we do have our elite slingers, the ones that do armor piercing and a lot of damage, our gutter runner slingers, which are going to be basically flanking them like this, standing on the side and attacking there. And the arrows versus the slings war begins, and the siege begins for real. There we go. The warp grinders are going in. I imagine the death squad. There we go. The death squad moving in as well, and the Skaven slave slingers have let loose upon the walls of the orc hold, or I should say, former dwarf hold. Although I suppose very many of the very many of the orc holds are former dwarf holds. Oh wow! What the hell? Huh. They get stuck in the tower. Oh, what the hell? Does the tower just turn invisible? It doesn't actually break? Oh, that's interesting. That's really interesting. Oh, that's also annoying because it blocks projectiles without actually being there? Really, game? Really? Ah, there we go. These are the elite units that I was talking about. Immediately starting to target the archers over here that are alone with their spiky little slingers. There we go. I mean, the fact that they can go over the wall like this in an arc is definitely a boon. It's definitely a boon, since the regular gutter runners and night runners and their shurikens are straight firing. It is unfortunate that we can't start using them like that. However, when they do get up on the walls, they can fire down, so that is of benefit. There we go. You guys are going to drop very, very quickly to this, because those are elite units. There we go, and we do have a giant pile of the Skaven Slave Spears also moving up. The Death Runners have started to crest the walls as well, but of course I'm going to keep on getting them up here instead of having them charge in foolishly. There we go. I also imagine the Warp Grinders have broken through the gates by now. There we go. They are slowly moving in with the Deathmaster Snikch and Live His Shadow following along, breaking in on every side of this particular siege. There we go. You gotta feel bad for the orc boys. And the greenskins in general. Plus, we do have Ronan on our one and only Rat Ogre, moving in to start bashing this gate around. Obviously, we were... Nice, nice. I feel like since he has these warp grindy-looky things on his fists, he should make pretty quick work of the gate. Or maybe these guys should have a... the Bone Breakers. I feel like the Bone Breakers should have a special anti-gate damage, although they do take a while. And there we go. These guys flanking, absolutely obliterating these poor Gobbo and Orc archers. Compared to this side, which is not taking nearly as much damage because these are the non-elite regular Skaven Slave archers. But still, Orcs dropping here and there. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. And what do we have here on the gate? 22%. It's getting there, but slowly. Getting there, but slowly. Of course, we also have our own Gutter Runners and Night Runners moving in, and damaged units of Skaven Slaves moving out periodically. These ones actually routed, but I do get a few units out, and the walls are being obliterated. There we go. Just this massive pile of orcs left in here. And Savage Orc. Wow, you poor Savage Orcs. You're getting wrecked before you're buffed. Don't worry, you'll get your revenge when we start the SFO Grom the Paunch campaign. There we go. And we're almost at the point where we can start sending Skaven Slave Spears up the walls. Of course, we now have the Eshin Triads getting ready to go up here. As soon as the Death Squad finishes running up there, I'm going to send these guys up here, start taking the walls systematically with our elite units. And we do have you guys firing into the main blob now. Oh, I didn't even notice that this gate had opened. Oh, interesting. Oh, it immediately closes. That's probably why I didn't notice it. Probably why I didn't notice it. You guys, good job. We do have our Gutter Runners moving in as well. There we go. And now they can set up a nice little defensive field here. These orcs can't really charge this. Way too many shurikens on these guys. Let's just take a look. I don't remember whether it was this unit or the next unit that runs up here and gets wrecked. No, I think these guys are going up the walls. Yeah, they're going up the walls for whatever crazy reason. I don't know why they would want to go up there. And they're moving away. Is it these guys? Oh, these guys seem to have sighted a few of the Gutter Runners, and they are yelling. And nope, they've thought better of it. Oh, no, they've rethought it again. I mean, the walnut-sized brains of the orc. Probably not super decisive in some regards. There we go, there we go. Oh, you're still alive. Good job, buddy. And not no more. Not no more. They just lose a bunch of units and basically mill around here. They can't do anything to this. If they charge, they would also get hit in the side by these, which aren't even firing right now. And we're just basically going to hold the line here. You guys are moving in, and we do have our Eshin Triads almost ready to fight. Oh, these orcs are moving in to fight, and you guys don't seem to be reacting properly. I think I take a few seconds before I order you guys to fight back. Oh, there you go. Now at least the Triads are fighting. You guys aren't doing much. But it's okay. Oh, I think one of the reasons was I wanted to keep these guys back because the Slingers were firing. And the lack of armor is still kind of concerning. Oh, a Death Runner just died to a bunch of Gobos? Come on. A Death Runner should definitely be superior to a freaking nasty Skulker. Ouch. That looked painful. Don't let the Eshin Triads do all the work. Come on, boys. Get to it. Oh, it's probably because they're still climbing. A few are left. A few are left. Almost ready. Almost ready. How are we looking on this side? You guys are still being obliterated by those slingers, and we have 3 units away now, but most of the orcs have fallen. I mean, look at how much of the bar has changed here. Especially these savage orc biggins. You should not have been up on the walls at all. There we are. And now we have basically moved up on every single side with regards to our gutter runners and night runners, moving in stealthily. These guys can't do anything. Deathmaster Snikch and Live His Shadow are in here in the blob somewhere. There we go. Moving in stealthily through those night runners. Fearlessly running out an enemy horde. Oh, wow. Instant takedown on 2 of those boar boys. Very nice. Very nice, Liv. I saw that. Impressive. And obviously, these guys are just going to hold the ground, keep these guys back, while our Night Runners and Gutter Runners just throw shuriken after shuriken in their faces. And do we have our, giant pile of Skaven slaves, Skaven spears, Skaven slave spears ready to move in, docking their ladders on the walls, starting to take the walls. Once again, a very systematic siege. As soon as one type of unit starts running out of ammo, we start sending in a different type of unit and just overwhelming the orcs from every single side. Every single side has been destroyed. These guys are getting annihilated by the Death Runners in combination with our elite Eshin Triads. They are trying to escape, I believe, at this point. Poor, poor, foolish orcs. And I know I've repeated that very many times. I just feel bad for the AI sometimes. I mean, it's not like it could really do much. It could have not bunched up like this, I suppose. But then again, we were able to attack it from every single side, essentially. And even the gate breaks down eventually. And there we go. Our Gutter Runners slash Night Runners have also taken the walls up here. These Gutter Runners and Skaven Slaves have taken these walls. You have broken through the gate, but you're not even needed. The enemy are chain routing. We didn't even get to assassinate their lord because they just got obliterated. There we are. There we are, a nice siege in my opinion in terms of how few losses we suffered, especially considering that this is a relatively non-elite Skaven army. We only have 2 low-tier pieces of artillery and basically no monsters, very few elites, no fancy weapons teams or anything like that. A very Clan Eshin way to take it, I think. Nice. Alrighty. And there we go, a massive, massive systematic siege. Only 450 out of 6,000 Skaven lost, mostly Skaven slave slingers and basically nothing else. 500, nearly 600 kills on Mr. Zapspark, rather. Very, very nice, and very nice amounts on all of the Gutter Runners. Even the Night Runners did well. Some of them even beating out the Gutter Runners. Very nice. Everybody did swell. Great use of the Warp Grinders. I think they held off several units by themselves, plus the Death Squad, the Death Runners, along with the Eshin Triad support up there. Very, very nice. I rarely do sieges this level of systematic, but once again, I can't afford to be losing Barack Our entire economy now depends on this frickin' thing. Now, let's see. Doc Karaz, I don't think that you're a main settlement. I'm tempted to put you at level 2 to start instead of level 3. But we'll need to put you at level 3 to get your walls up as well, won't we? Honestly, we'll need to start getting everything to level 3 soon. Well, it's not like we're going to expand the Under Empire. You know, it started 1. Started 1.
Deathmaster Snikch.
It's just because it's Barack we need to keep, not the rest. You are going to go into... You know what? I was going to go into tax rate, but... Actually, you make decent amount of cash as well. You make decent amount of cash. We have a lot of these territories. You know what? Let's delete this. Let's delete this. Barack oh, you have dyes. You know what? You're gonna get dyes. You're gonna get dyes instead of the food building. Surprising though that may seem. And, oh, you're gonna rebel next turn. You know what? Untax this for just a turn. And you, I guess we could put you into Barack but we're alright. Huh. Are you guys willing to trade? You can't trade with us, but you are willing to non-aggress. Well, we are looking at destroying the orcs, so it's not a big deal. We'll be the Under Empire, that is the friends of the regular empire. What the hell is this? Skalm. Regeneration, just straight up permanent regeneration? Whoa, 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 whoa. What do you have, Snikch? Oh, you have the freaking Potion of Healing. I wonder how powerful this regen is. Self, oh, it's only 36 seconds, whereas this is 46. It's 40 seconds, and it is on self. You know what? I guess we're gonna give that to another lord. Maybe we'll give it to Ikit. We'll see what he currently has. And Mr. Liv has leveled up as well. You know what? We're actually obviously out of time. We're way over time. So I think I'm going to actually call this episode here. This has been extraordinarily productive this time around. The orcs are almost beaten down south. In fact, I really wish that Cetra wouldn't be taking these territories, though. I really hope that you go around. I would like to take these territories for ourselves and leave Cetra those. And just maintain the military alliance with him and such. But anyway, there's a lot of buildings to build and a lot of... probably stuff to move around, like items and followers and all that nonsense. And I will do that between the episodes. I'll do that between the episodes. I just wanted to get that one big old battle in there because it seemed necessary. Next time, since we probably, hopefully, won't be fighting Bjornlings, that will be hell. That'll be hell for us. We can't really deal with 6 full Norscan stacks right now unless we lightning struck them all. And Snikch is working on it, but it's gonna take a while. It is gonna take a while. What we need to do is we need like 10 maybe turns to build up our economy massively. Now that we're making decent amounts of cash, it should be okay. And next turn we will get Snikch in there. Oh, even the vampires like us now. Why the hell do they like us? They like us. Wait, do they like us for? But wait, how's that possible? The vampire counts like us for military actions against Black Crag, but they're militarily aligned with Black Crag. That's amazing. That is amazing. Okay, well, everybody loves Eshin these days. Anyway, I'm going to call it here. Next time, more fighting, more of the Badlands. Hopefully the entirety of the Badlands will fall to Eshin, and then we'll be able to pick our direction. Most likely we'll send Snikch up here to clean up the rest of this, get the Silver Road in its entirety belonging to Eshin as it should. We will also have to deal with this Mount Greyhag thing because that's getting annoying. Wait, this belongs to Tretch, so when we confederate him, that'll join up as well. So yeah, I think Snikch is going to go down, wheel around, take the Badlands, then go back up and go for the Silver Road. In the meantime, Queek, you're still needing to go after these dwarves, but that'll have to happen next turn because this turn was real busy. And as soon as those dwarves are dead, we will be marching on the last defenders with Queek if we don't have to deal with Khalida. But those are all considerations for next time. So with that said, as always, I do appreciate any and all feedback with regards to the gameplay or the way I do things on this channel. If you have a second, please do take it to leave a like and or a comment to support the channel. It really does help. As always, all glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.